Once upon a time, in a faraway land high up in the mountains, lived a little bird who could draw shapes in the wind. He would take off into the sky with a pencil tucked under his wing and create beautiful works of art in the clouds. One day he was flying over the land when he saw a little girl sitting on a rock crying. "Why are you sad?" he asked her. "I want to draw a picture for my mother," she replied, "but I can't draw very well, and I don't know what to do." The bird thought for a moment. "Why don't you draw a picture of me?" he suggested. "I'm not good enough at drawing to draw you," she said, wiping away her tears. "Don't worry, I'll draw you a picture myself," said the bird. So he flew up into the clouds and began to sketch. As he worked, the little girl watched in amazement. She had never seen anything like it. When he was finished, he flew down and handed her his drawing. It was a picture of her and her mother walking together through a field of flowers. "It's beautiful," she whispered, her eyes shining with happiness. "Thank you," said the bird. "Right. I'm glad you like it." Then the little girl had an idea. "Can you draw a picture for my father?" she asked. "Of course," said the bird, and he took to the skies again. But this time he drew a different picture. It was a picture of her father working in his field, planting crops and taking care of the animals. "Oh, how wonderful," the little girl cried. "You're so talented, little bird." And she asked him to stay and draw more pictures for her and her friends. The bird was happy to help. He drew pictures of houses, trees, and flowers, anything that the children wanted. And they were so grateful to him. They clapped their hands and cheered, and the sound of their laughter filled the air. But after a while, the bird started to feel a little tired. All of the drawing had made him very hungry, and he knew that if he didn't eat something soon, he might pass out from exhaustion. But he didn't want to leave the children without finishing their pictures, so he kept on drawing and drawing until finally he couldn't take it anymore. He sat down on a nearby branch and closed his eyes, hoping that the children would understand that he needed to rest. But they didn't. The children started to complain that the bird wasn't paying attention to them. They said that he must not like them after all, and that he probably wouldn't even finish their pictures. The bird tried to tell them that he needed to eat, but they wouldn't listen. They just kept on arguing and making a lot of noise. And that's when the bird had an idea. He pretended to be a mean and scary bird, flapping his wings loudly and letting out a terrible screech. The children were so frightened that they stopped making noise and started to run away. The bird watched them go, and then he took a deep breath and relaxed. Now he could finally take a break. He stayed in the mountains for a few days, eating berries and catching fish. And when he was feeling better, he went back to the village to see the children. But they weren't there. The bird asked some of the villagers where they had gone, and they told him that they had all gone outside of town to play. The bird was disappointed, but he didn't want to scare the children again, so he just drew some pictures for them on the ground with a stick. He drew a picture of each child and their family, and then he left it there and flew away. When the children came back to the village and saw the pictures, they were so happy. They understood that the bird had been trying to tell them that he needed to eat, and they felt bad that they hadn't listened to him. From that day on, they made sure to always listen to their friends, no matter how small or insignificant they might seem.